where we kind of just like sat around. We like talked about mental health, and we talked about like how it is to like go through something or deal with something secretly and not be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
And the impact of that was like tough, because it's like you really have like you really are like you're expected so much to do this, and when you try your hardest to like be that way for somebody else, and you're not allowed to like really be who you really are, that's hard.
Yeah.
Like, to walk around and pretend to be somebody that you're not is hard.
Yeah.
And like to really have to go through that, if it messes up your brain. And I've seen a lot of my friends like try and go through something that they're not, and try and be something that they're not, and it's, I'm not saying that they're doing it to do it, but they're doing it to make the person they're doing it for love them more. Like they're pleasing people.
Yeah.
And it's like, to please somebody instead of pleasing yourself, like, when does it end?
Yeah.
And that's how when you're sitting there thinking about it, you're like, when does this end? Like, when can I please myself? And then sometimes you feel like, oh, you're 18. It's time to please yourself.
Yeah.
And then for them to like, no, it's more like 21.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, you're 21. Like, when is the time? And they're like, oh no, it's when you get married. When you get like, and then you're like, what? Like, you have to get married to then live your best life? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, so then when you get married, then what? Like, are you supposed to live your best life with your husband, or are you supposed to, like, you know?
Now you're
and
pleasing
then
your husband.
and then so then that just turns into, when do you please yourself?
Yeah.
So I think me being around a lot of polys, it was more so just about like helping them kind of be able to like be themselves and step out a little bit, like.